Hey everybody, 40 Sparky here. Welcome back to week number 12 of my video tips of the week, and I want to talk to you about the biggest liar that you have in your camera bag. Yes, a liar. It will flat out lie to your face with no remorse. And what is it? It's the meter that you have in your camera. Now it doesn't matter whether you shoot film or digital or even have a handheld light meter. These things will flat out lie to you to your face. Just like parents, you know your children will lie to you, or teachers might, you know your students might be lying to you. You need to learn when your meter is lying to you as a photographer. And it does it quite a bit. You just now need to understand how. Now you're probably going to look at these and be able to identify them. This is gray, this is white, and this is black. But the camera doesn't know the difference. And to prove that to you, I'm going to put all three of these in front of a camera and show you exactly how the camera sees these three different items. So let's go to the screen capture mode of my computer and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, what I've got is a piece of software on my desktop called Digicam Control, and it's telling me that it is currently connected to my D600. I'm going to call up the live view here, and this is what the live view is seeing right here. Now I'm going to explain a couple things here. I'm in aperture preferred mode, which means I set the aperture to f8 and the camera will choose the shutter speed based on what it sees. Now right now I've just got it focused, or got it aimed at my 18% gray card. So I'm going to go ahead and take a photograph of my 18% gray card, and it will upload that image. You can see it here in the background. Now watch closely as I slide in a white piece of paper into the field of view of the camera, and I'm going to capture an image of that. And it's going to upload as well. And there it is. And I'm going to do the same thing with a black piece of paper. I'm going to take a photograph of that. Now I'm done with the live view. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. But you can see I've got three photographs here: the gray card, the white card, and the black card. And they're all coming out the same shade of gray. On the white or the gray card, it shows a 50th of a second. On the white card, it shows 125th of a second, and on the black card, it went to a 10th of a second. But basically, you can see that all three images came out roughly the same shade of gray. What this means is the camera is trying to turn everything into an 18% gray. It doesn't know that it's looking at something black or white. It just assumes everything is a shade of gray. What this transposes to in the real world when you're out taking photographs is you need to identify and be aware of a scene if it has a lot of bright or a lot of dark areas that need to be maintained as bright or dark. For instance, this egg on a white background, if you simply use the camera's meter to expose it, it would come out a very dull gray color. By introducing exposure compensation or manual override of the camera's metering system to adjust the exposure, we can then render it in shades of white and dark that we're expecting. Conversely, if we have a lot of dark areas of our inner image, the camera is going to try to overexpose those and turn those black areas into gray. So what we'll need to do in those cases is either starting to close the aperture down, lower the ISO, or increase the shutter speed to get what we know is black in the scene to be rendered black in the final image. So being aware of either very bright areas or very dark areas in images and knowing how to handle them quickly and efficiently when you're working with the camera is a key to making good exposures with your camera. So just remember, the meter in your camera is a great tool, but it can lie to you. This is 480 Sparky. Go forth and actuate.